Camara from the United States of America. It dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, Weird.
Yeah, made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy pecan.
I should never tap a sit above.
Daily days,
091.
yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu. We had no mixed bag bamu. We know they back kapu. We had no mixed bag bamu. Go tell the brother sister them say we are don't come
Oh, we are now we are.
Tell them for we, tell them for me say we are don't come
Oh, we are now we are. We are the organization. Don't come for every nation. We are the organization. Don't come for promote the nation. They know they mix our politics.
Good morning and welcome to another beautiful edition of a program where we call Colgate Rights on We Are on YouTube and on Facebook. We got a lot of things that we actually really can talk about today. Yeah, so we want to say thank God for where they for see this particular morning. Inside the program today, like you always almost or you don't see them already, we can look at the energy sector, how it don't like, in terms of energy, now the one whole country, and more preference to the capital city where Nafritan. And of course, we go look a bit inside the audit report. We talk about the energy sector. We say, for example, Edsa spent over 500 million leones, on local and foreign travel. But yet still, they're not able to provide any supporting documents for show how they spend that particular money. So this and other things we can look at inside the program this morning. And for joining me inside the program, actually the travel from the province. If you don't join, but I think it just don't go out and we will try for reach and back. Now the chairman on energy, now the parliamentary committee on energy, when Honorable Kura Vandi, we same so a member of parliament for constituency 088 representing the Sierra Leone People's Party now the House of Parliament. So now with the host inside the program this morning. Anytime from now, we will actually come and get them for we discuss a lot of things that we get to do with the way and manner how the electricity talent in the country, because inside the statement of the president in Christmas statement, he actually tell we say yes, it don't make a lot of improvements. Yes. And they say not to hype, the country must better. So we want to talk about all of that and especially the energy for the year ended 2022. So like I already don't introduce for you inside the program this morning, we get the chairman on energy. We same way so now the member of parliament for constituency 088. So we come talk to him inside the program this morning on the energy because he get better idea and more where he can buy energy business because now then they watch how the energy sector they inside the country. So I'm very much glad for welcome the chairman on energy in the parliament for joining inside the program this morning. Good morning, sir, and welcome. Happy New Year.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Happy New Year too.
All right. So first of all, I'll start with you. Constituency 088, now you represent the parliament under the Sierra Leone People's Party, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. So tell me who's your constituency cover.
My constituency, they right in the city of Bo, right in the city of Bo, of course, me not to village MP. Me na city MP. Cover from CKC. If it's a bit Bo, from CKC,
Yes.
Kulanda Town, Jai Town, Kisi Town, Samami, Lower Samami, Upper Samami, Doba, Bombo, Kindia Town, Preteo, Mafa, Goya, Yubo Town, and Batiema Layout. Na me areas in that one.
So indeed, you're not city MP.
Of course, me na city MP.
So let's start right from there. How the light select inside both town?
I must tell you, my brother, the light, there has been a great improvement. Very, very great improvement. And not to make up story. Before now, the problem of electricity been there because Bo and Kenem have been there in total darkness. So they take 1 week light, they come for 2-3 hours. But that's a thing of the past now. If you see light go off na Bo for 2-3 hours and Kenema, that means na problem they on the line, the transmission and distribution line. And once that they happen, they keep fast track and for let them correct them. So for Bo and Kenema, as I speak to you, the light business is confirmed.
Because you talk about the transmission and distribution line, because we can get people the way they tell we say, oh, Bo, we get blackouts. For more we get blackouts, so now we're not able to get light yet. Oh yes, we're inside Bo right now, we're inside Kenema right now. Light, we enjoy light, but oh no, yeah, this area, so no lights not there right now. Yes, this is not a challenge we as well the face.
Well, I'm glad where you come up with that one day. I don't know your name, but I want for
this
the
not your name.
Okay, Sengbe Pierre, my brother. Sengbe, electricity, the generation is not our problem in Sierra Leone. What I can confess to you, the transmission and distribution network is not a problem for this government. Major rehabilitation on transmission and distribution network only happened in 1995. Okay. We don't get maintenance culture in this country. Since 1995, Sengbe, no major rehabilitation not take for electricity transmission and distribution network. Except this time around 90, the rehabilitation had the OPOR. Then cable them, then transformer the way then they now. Both of them transformer and cable them, they don't fix up before they bond me and you. So they cannot withstand test of time. If you sabi Bo, like that area they never they call so but Mali out. Before now, 10 years back, yeah, na be bush. Now be bush, nobody know be the thing for live there. But those are in the middle of the cities today. So they are all enjoying electricity. But the cable the way them fix the transformer that they are overloaded. They cannot withstand test of time. But one thing we are going to assure you, there is a project called Bo Kenema Power Rehabilitation and Expansion. They depend on us as they talk to you. Me say yesterday, I take the man where they in charge of the project, one area, they don't go begin pinpole day. They harass me, where they don't pinpole now, 3 weeks now, we'll not see them they swing cable. So I have to take the project officer there, for let go there, for let assure say the thing by phases, and they come. So I want to assure you, say the transmission and distribution network, the fixing of that one is in top gear, Bo and Kenema. Maybe after some time, all them TIO they happen, so it will be things of the past. Then Bo and Kenema go there and get 24-hour electricity.
The generation they can talk about the real problem inside, when the problem of people, because we not only focus on Bo Kenema, but we talk about the entire country. But again, not a secret say right now, this not a secret, it's just the reality say right now some side and they right inside the country where they experience some power supply. Yeah, then they not a secret that one day, it's just too real and when they see that one day they happen. But problem then they, a lot of problem then they, and I will try for tell you say the problem them, them so great that they even pass the successes that we will talk about. So now let me begin watch, for example. Inside the distribution business, one thing where very much common, where we don't see the apple right now the theft, cable theft. And especially that you area there, we can find out, say, thief and cable business they go on there. Yeah. What they put in place, from Parliament now, the chairman on the committee on energy, take and down to the community level, not just for Bo, but all over the country, for make sure, say, the way out and the thief and cable them. The way out and the court transmitter them, it come to a thing of the past.
My brother, that question, when you talk so, Parliamentary Committee on Energy, not only responsible for the day-to-day running affairs of that sector, but now we oversee the activity of the sector.
Correct. All right, we get for the expect some of them things there also, because if you don't make a very
disaster
it travel from the provinces. So of course the internet will get for the Olam one time we go for the experience to the experience so already. But let me just give them some time and then we go able for ERE and back as they communicate with we. For now the internet don't grip them. The internet actually the Olam also ide and in Honorable Vandi Kekura, member of Parliament for constituency 088. where basically they cover some major areas them inside Bow City. So you already watch me right now, you could tell we waiting it like with regards electricity supply. You know, we could like for ask this honorable member of parliament, you know, question them, especially when not them. Not to them they run Edsa, but now them they look at the now then the way you go say the monitor, you know, the monitor how Edsa they doing work. Then get what they call oversight role, where basically.
Sorry, I mean, something happened when my phone just go off.
Okay, it's okay.
But I am back.
Okay,
I'm in the Lady Foundation. I'm in the Lady Foundation.
Please go ahead.
Now we oversee the activity of the energy sector.
Please.
But what thing happens so saying in this country, I don't know if you don't experience in other country. This not the ever, me not the say not common in other countries. We are in when I own property because I government property now everybody get up.
Correct.
Whether you which political party you belong
and
to.
Community property, everybody in
community property again. Government they try for fix them problem and then decades old problem. Then we have some other people where they go and cut and then they go and destroy them for reasons me not.
Okay. All right. So please now lower the patience. The information now is very important.
No,
so, yeah, you get me?
Always told people to take community ownership of them property. I had to get you.
Yes, please go ahead.
Let them take community ownership of them property they are. Let them take community ownership of them facilities they are. It happened in my constituency. There is a place called Umotown in my constituency. Then transformer be blow up. We lobby and then they transformer go install them. That same day when they install them, and then the community mobilize and spend money, they raise money. They don't build fence around the transformer. And by that transformer, they say you get people the way they guide them. The young man in the area, then they guide them by hour. That's why we have your responsibility for every 3 hours. You take another people, then they go. Not to say they go to don't do, but they hiking they day. Now that kind of thing no more. Me feel say go happen. We go make the destruction of the facility will be minimized.
Honorable, we all not community people. We know waiting they actually happen. You know, and then different community than they. And we know say whenever them cut them thing and they then get for use them for scrap. For example, for go sell them as copper, if it depends on the kind of cable. For go sell them as whatever thing to then scrap and add them. So I think we know who side and they sell them things they are. Why instead of just the watch, why we not put stop? So the one they them things there.
Well, I'll give you one example. Maybe you don't get the information. There is one person with them don't always buy. So it is around jail right now.
Yeah, that's not just one of plenty.
Yeah, now in the Hebu see. If people are not caught for them here, so you don't know who said they don't try and go, you know go whole post no more. But like this one, information believe now under the community they come in. If the community they want to run after them find the way they do them here, the community say ready. I swear to God, saying that it go work. When the community be ready, then we give information to the police for let the able clamp down that man. But in a situation where somebody don't do something, don't go put an OC, you know sabi, you cannot do otherwise. We're not a magician.
Now doing this thing
so
honorable. One time in the under the former mayor of Freetown, you know, Abbott George Williams, then when they do, you know, like this tax collection, local tax, that's the way tax business been one. And then they as well introduce what in call if you throw a dot in a street inside Freetown, for example, you get for pay 500,000. We see within that shortest possible time the how Freetown be really clean. So what in that simply means, it means say if una the lawmakers, you know, the one the way they implement the laws them, yeah, and the one the way as well then at the community. If una put law, say for example, USC, you not talk, then catch you. Or you some amount of fine where go actually make let them fear. For example, this na lifetime imprisonment people for the face with regards to here. Because it's like you would try for all your country and broke the green, white, and blue.
Yeah, but like I quite agree with you they talk so. But you know the law, now the law. All said and done, what they talk here is if it happens, say where you see person through it or you report or wait.
Like we already and instead do apologize already. Please when I get from no say this thing get for the happen along the way, but now we stand there we go try for see how best we can able for put things them in place.
We owe to the state.
Yes, honorable.
Yeah, yeah.
Go
So
ahead,
come again.
yes,
come again.
Yes, go ahead, please.
All right. You know, the Ministry of Energy, they work on something. There is a proposal where the minister don't even put They wanted to set a court, special court for electricity theft. Now the ministry they work on now, for let them put special court for electricity theft. So anytime electricity theft matter go there, then go treat out with every amount of urgency. Because at times, so they don't suspend them, carry them, go to court, and go to the leader, they don't bail for them, it take 2-3 years. And the law, you know, they hold anybody, nobody is a criminal until the court presume them guilty. If the court not prove them guilty, you know, go refer to as a criminal. You know? So the ministry, they work on that one day. It has to be a gradual process. You know, they grab them. Because the law itself, you got to take time how you get for institute the law. Otherwise, people will begin to say, you're not a dictator. Where people be the compromise is speaking for letting the cheat was exams. Where Benkefala hold and go put them in a country tree. You know, naked though, they just displayed placard. Me and you know, there was cry all over the world saying a human rights abuse. So in implementing
not
those
only
laws,
because now human rights abuse, because people feel say then they pick and choose in terms of that kind and things that they win a corruption. That is why they cry.
no, that was not the reason.
Yes,
because that was the first
actually
instance.
every day, and you get a lot of people where they talk about that particular thing. So that now which exactly.
I'll tell you one thing. When people want to hide behind something, when people want to advocate, then they bring flimsy excuses. Now they flip because that man, you know, be not to turn an officiate. He was set precedent. If we be encouraging precedent and if for the whole water, any other person where you see, they go tell her, Diana, and I will go begin bash at her. Why you be due to Mr. X, you not want to Mr. Y? So that excuse where they give saying selective justice, then a flimsy excuses. I know they go down this.
You know,
trust me, I know they go down one day.
We actually no one for go into that particular thing day because and a whole issue on you and a very big one, you know, because by then 10 and day we find out say another case that we don't they come up with corruption where people be the feel say for don't set precedent not to pan the smaller fish then as they can refer to them.
Well, not the smaller fish, you know, like what you say, let us not dive into that one day no more. You know, the educational fabrics of a country, anybody where they compromise them. Now the worst enemy that one day in the country. Now then they lead to all them tiers. So 100 things can lead to 10, 15, 20 things. So if somebody tampering with your educational fabrics or let destabilize that, what you compare that to waiting. You know, compare to now meet you need to compare to. So then they're not a small fish thing that one day. And that was just the beginning. Let us allow it to start. The way you not continue, then you start to bash at the person. Why did that happen? This not happen. Why did that happen? This not happen. But that was the very first instance, you know.
But
so don't talk about electricity business. Don't talk about electricity business.
Just this one before I move. You will agree with me, say when it comes to people in a position of trust, you know, even if they been do something, no way, not their way. For example, ACC for being to line in a cutting tree and display it like that.
It go possible. Let me tell you one instance what happened to Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sidon, I was invited by ACC. Mr. I was invited, and it was announced publicly. All members of Parliament, our names you are come. Our names you are called in the well. Just imagine when they don't call names at the well. What did that mean? Then a whole world business. There was a money given to us 69 million.
Constituency development fund.
No, where it was transformed to facilitation, and it was instructed by the speaker. But I will take constituency offices and equipped and our constituency.
Yes, please, I remember that.
So it came to the hearing of ACCC. Some people might have not done that. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So they take a whole lot of things. I was involved. They called me. When I go, the man where they interview me say, we are say constituency. I say, no, you have missed the point. Go back to my constituency and ask where is constituency 088 office. 74 Galuro, it is here, well furnished. DSTV all day. I say, go there. So now the man go through a record, say, oh, now miss them, miss or put me name there. So the idea
that
of
particular issue the way you talk about so honorable. At the end of the day, we still say ACC say a member of parliament they not understand. Say them for retire when they use money. So at the end of the day, they say them for caring gonna control mechanism departments. That's what the case left.
You know left so. Some people were obliged. The few people who don't take offices, they were obliged to get offices in their constituency, and they got it. And not be left so. You know, previously not also even there. Say when they don't give constituency development for retirement, there was nothing like retirement. So we even say thanks to Benkefala because now it was an eye opener. If anything that they before don't continue, any MP then give money now for your constituency, you will take your time with you do that.
So in that case, now bring you come back inside the energy sector they talk about now. So
Yes, sir.
And I will still want for stay around the same issue we're going to talk about. But this now the energy sector. Number one, how often you can play, you can perform your role, as the chairman on the energy sector or committee for actually do what they call oversight, where they watch and go visit on, unexpectedly or on the spot, see how things then they happen at the energy sector.
Well, at times, necessarily say you go for do unexpected visits. You can even inform the sector, say, I'm coming. If they are still think they are wrong, you will pick her up. I have performed several oversight functions. If you ask the Parliament of Sierra Leone, they will tell you, say, the Energy Committee is one of the committees where they do massive oversight. I have brought the energy stakeholder, including the Minister, Permanent Secretary, EGTC Director General, Edsa Director General, and all stakeholders. I have brought them to Parliament 3 or 4 times to give us updates on the energy thing. In fact, the other one we do, we bring them to Parliament. Now, when we go Port Loko, Makeni, Kono on oversight, then we come out, they will go Bo and Kenema. When we can, we report what we put together. I tell them, say, be careful, adopt a system. When I don't put my oversight report together, I call the energy stakeholders. We can discuss that. We tell them what we don't discover. Because the idea is, you meet up some problem, not necessarily say, when you go meet problem, you hold prosecutors at jail. You find address mechanism for them. So we call them, we brought them to Parliament. I invited the speaker, he was part of the meeting. The leader of government business, you're part of the meeting. In fact, from that time, the speaker even say, it mandates the EGTC Director General and EDSA Director General for let them step up the game. Otherwise, Parliament will left with no alternative but for declare a vote of no confidence in them. That report was discussed. We tell them who say we go Port Loko Teachers College. Then we get direct line with them, they supply them. They agree say they're going to pay 6 million per month. Well, by the time they go there, they don't hold EDSA over 6 months. They EDSA the cripple now, they don't get money for meet up the day to the running cost. I gave instruction. I said, we they go Kono, if we not meet, we don't pay that bill. Now, yeah, I go there, I give instruction for let them disconnect this college because not a charitable organization when they up. So all them things have been done, they happen. And they perform we just come out oversight recently, last month. Then Solar Mini agreed the way that they do so. We don't go the southern part and one side the way that they called around that Subuya area, that Lubu area, Gima, Peteoma, 6 locations where Japanese government may support. We go there for go see if the job is on track, if the job they go according to plan. Last month we just come out there, and maybe we even plan another oversight as we don't resume, so maybe the end of January or at the beginning of February, we they do another oversight. Not also necessarily mean say you get for go now all the out you get for go. Starting the day they call them people here for let them give you updates. When they don't give you updates now, then you follow up on the updates for make sure if what they don't tell you is reality or it's not reality. But as they talk from maybe they talk from
Alright, the program where you watch right now, Koreas, right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We actually get the chairman on NIG, Parliament. We same way so member of Parliament for constituency 088 inside Bo City where they cover big main tongue them inside Bo. And they also they talk about the energy sector inside the country, and you already don't be know here for ma'am. Waiting if you don't say with regards the energy sector, how the government they put things them in place for make sure say they actually get the kind of energy we the country need for get. But unfortunately we'll get for the experience.
There is another
we will get for the experience this kind of network voila with because of
what
the
are they choice?
Because of the salary, he actually they travel from the province right now. So I make so very sorry about that. Yes, Honorable.
So as I've been saying no more, we they do boku oversight. We they plan another one, say maybe at the end of January or early February. We have done a lot. Most times, sometimes,
so one thing was very important, Honorable, the oversight.
Yeah.
When actually when they say an energy sector, you get for do with the Ministry of Energy, you get for do with EGTC, you get for do with EDSA, all the one that we concerned, you get for do with BKPS, you get for do with even the one at Kono, all the energy sectors them inside the country, they under UNA, now they supervise them. But if I go into the audit report, for example, when you don't see the recent audit report, right?
No, I've been there in India, we then go to one Parliament. I just come on from India about 5 days ago.
But it be online as well.
I'm not read it, to be frank with you.
Okay. So I think I go use the president in word quick. I go tweak them for you. And let it fit to whether you see them or not see them. For example, we see Usai Edsa, just Edsa. You get me, please? Yes.
Yeah,
Just Edsa, we use over 500 million leons, for local and overseas travel, but they're not able to provide anything like supporting documents, to the auditor for let them actually know why they use their money and for support them, they're using them, or for really show say they use their money as the chairman for the energy sector, how you feel about using this kind of money on travel? Because if I listen to you just made to talk about EDSA, they struggle now also for get money, and other people they actually cripple them with regards them the way they thief lights and other things then. But now this na EDSA, they put hand on their own property as well. They damage the money according to what in the audit report say. What do you think about this?
Okay, so one thing way I for tell you, this way I can meet up that debate. We will wrap up now for ratify for approve the budget. I talk me and Mr. Speaker asked me, I repeat them. I said the problem we get in this country, the workforce, the public workforce, they are not diligent, they are not honest, they are not sincere, they are very lazy, they don't take things seriously. And then somebody said that is a big indictment. I said, of course it's a big indictment, and I have my reasons. So from when we go Parliament, the first problem, the first budget, what we discuss, the problems that we been there. The second, the budget you get that problem every day. The third budget you get that problem every day. The fourth budget you get that problem every day. This last budget have them problem that's still at times, when you know that for nobody, at times, for say, them money and eat them. But I assure you, say because of carelessness.
One more time, I apologize. The network. I apologize for the network, the bad network.
You anybody spend money where you know you account for? Hello, you get me?
Please, yes, sir.
Okay, me not support anybody for that one day. If Edsa don't use money for overseas travel here and there, they don't able account of them, then they don't fall in the domain again. Parliament, we get individual responsibility. Now, anything relating to the audit report, now it fall under the purview of the Public Accounts Committee. Now, that make anything where audit reports come out, the Public Accounts Committee can call them when we not a member of that committee. The Public Accounts can call them for go give account of some of them. So, because I quite believe say when the auditors themselves don't go, they don't see some of them flaws here. So, they're not just go put inside the audit report. They can inform the sectors then. So, if you know that sector, you're not able to address them, you can go explain out to the Public Accounts Committee. But then they don't fall within your own purview.
So,
I must assure you of that.
Please.
Ask me.
You say you just come out China or Venezuela?
India.
India. Okay, sorry about that. Like me, for example, yeah. When I've been to work for like BBC Media, when you do travel, whether you do overseas travel or you do local travel, when you done you travel. Now it compulsory say you for do waiting and call retirement. You they come back and show say now this way you use money. You can don't budget's an estimate. And estimate don't necessarily mean say na exactly that you spend. You can spend below, you can spend over. But waiting very important. Any side where you go, and especially when you do overseas travel, any side where you go receipt day for anything where you buy, whether na machine you buy something, whether na supermarket, whether na small cake, anything receipt day. When mean say waiting you spend, you get receipt to effect for sure say you spend that one day. That word for say I not be no say and all they exist. It's organization like that and they know they take them from you. So if organization like that and they know they take them, it means that they get system where then they work with. They not get structure no more, say this is our office, but they get system. Where means say anything they go through the legal way how it's supposed to go. So like for example, I'll take you for example, when you come to you do anything like liquidation. You come back and do retirement.
Yes.
Okay, so
give one example.
Please.
I quite support you of what they talk so. So me go around the watch. I quite support you of what they talk so. I was in UK in August. I go UK. They invite me, not to Parliament send me. An organization invites me to support them. So when I come, I request the Parliament for let them help me for settle some of the bills. In that, the clerk of Parliament told me, except you produce evidence of invitation for that program, you give me evidence of your hotel bills, you give me the boarding pass of the place where you use for go and car. I did all that. Then the clerk tell me, say, in the midst of all that, you went for 2 weeks. Parliament, the maximum they support person at 10 days. And we cannot support you full time because not always sending a person invite you. We go allocate $100 per day for you. I produce all. I quite agree with you. And if you travel, that's the another document, and not to read the document. But if you not get your boarding pass, what till they go for the invitation where they give you for the day? You know, the hotel where you go, Lord, the hotel bill for day. So until I produce those things, then they give me the $1,000. So what till they talk? So it is in place. Why you don't use 1 million? Reason there why you use 1 million. If you go to a supermarket, I like na chocolate, you go buy self. Then they give you slip, say you buy chocolate. So I'm not for say I am in 100% support of that.
So you actually sound like somebody who really honest in terms of making your presentation. Now I ask you this question. It means say Parliament actually gets a lot of role for play. Not a secret say the power where Parliament gets it too boku so much that they're able to call somebody to book. That is why for any money where the government want, they come through Parliament. If, for example, the Ministry of Finance at one point in time spend money where they not come through Parliament.
Go back. Hold on. Reverse that statement quick. I'm going to interrupt you quick. Reverse and say, honest. Let you ask you one question.
Yeah, you actually get a lot of power for all, people and government. That is why when government, Ministry of Finance, if they use money where they not approve, they call them, they can explain to them. Because we get that power there for even for all, somebody or department, agency or ministry in budget, when I get that power. I can remember, for example, during the last government, whether political or no political reason, then they all the budget, Parliament will all the budget of the mayor, the Kenema City Council, then budget at one point in time, until when he come back and then they clear before they're able to release budget for them. But this not a secret say, plenty time than the day. MDS them, not be able for account, of how they spend we own couple. But at the end of the day, whether political reason or not, we not able for no, but when they give them back the budget for the following year. Let's put you this one again. And we don't cover, a lot of, public hearing in the Parliament. They tell me I've been a journalist, working for 98 or BBC Media Action, okay? When it reach chatting them, una can don't press some MDs them. Una they really press them. Una they see say this MDA no actually get what it take for una release budget. But at one point, Yusuf go attest to this. Una get certain point when they say okay, all media out, right? Una can get that point when I can ask the media for go out.
No, wait, you know how to respond.
Yeah. And then waiting me as a journalist by them, they surprise me. Now after that position there, when I cannot stand down for some minutes. Yeah, then I can come back, then finally everybody can smile and then I can just say, okay, this is okay. Waiting happen with the power of Parliament. For all the MDs, they also accountable.
Well, I'll tell you one thing for Sembe. The idea of when they reach some side, say, let the press excuse una. Every institutions get in your rules of the game.
Yeah, now that's me can ask.
Yeah, every institution get in your rules of the game. That is Parliament. There are certain things we not do them within una self.
Yes.
Me and the excuse me for using the word flippancy of some people some press people.
Yes, please.
Premature publications here and there. So if you want to take, of course, you want to take your time. Like where you call somebody, like where they talk about Edsa. So Edsa, una come, why una use so money for go on oversight? I mean for go oversee, una not able to produce the document they hate. Maybe then judiciously use them. So tell somebody then now you go on here and I go begin say, hey, Edsa don't use so money, don't misappropriate so money. That is premature publications. Until you see say they don't really dive into the activity of Edsa, how they use that money, they not produce document, then I will go show, then you go blast. So at some point in time, Parliament self can use in with say, okay, una excuse me, let we have a closed door meeting. Mm-hmm. Not to any other thing they come out of that one day. But quite times again, they also use strategy, say, but we let the press come over. Because everybody the press, the MDAs. So tell the press they come out, parliamentarians can say, But when I tell you true, but when that press man they're not there, why would I do this? For like you really get the truth of the matter. You know, so the idea of getting them say when I excuse me, not to anything bad, not to forcing the parliament to get automotive.
If me get me money, I know for the outside they explain. Now me money you talk about, for example. You know, me get me money.
Journalists is the way the executive they meet up. Not to the president say not the good. I will let you know that one day. Even journalists say when the caucus they meet up, then get their own caucus so they discuss among themselves. So it should not be like that. Okay. And that is of course. Let not take an say.
So let's ask you again. How powerful Parliament be in terms of holding with MDs then to account?
Parliament is powerful.
But
I want to take you back. No, but I want to take you back. No, let put
okay, before you take me, when actually they use this on powers for all them to account.
We they use them. Parliament itself, you know, say the three arms of government will get the executive, judiciary, and the legislature. Before now, power was fused. The 1978 Constitution diffused the power. If you are not a member of Parliament, you will not be a cabinet minister. But when the 1991 Constitution comes, it separates. They separate then three functions and they, you know, for maintain checks and balances. But you know, even though there is no perfect separation of power in the whole wide world, nowhere in the whole wide world, you know, there is no perfect separation of power. Then people here where they come to where they say we are parliamentarians, it not necessarily missing an enmity with the create or person can no more the whole up.
No.
Like there was one time, there was one time where the Bank of Governor was summoned. Because of administrative reason, you not be able to meet up. The next day, now in deputy go. Where in deputy go, now the chairman of that committee give order for let them go detain them. That was another outcry again. But what they tell you say, at times, Parliament, if we don't bring the sectors and so before we go into the activities. At the end of the day, don't forget, we not get that prosecutorial power. Not to really prosecute. Sometimes of matter then they will make it, will they refer to court or will refer to ACC. You understand? But all I believe say, even this last budget so will do. Some budgets we are withheld. Some budgets we are withheld for certain reasons until those reasons were met before they were released. I will let you know that one day.
Okay.
If you ask, sometimes Melvin will tell you because Melvin are possibly they follow up. Some budgets we are withheld. You know, they after that, until what they were supposed to do, they did it before then they happen. Before then they release them. And me not to believe in withholding budget. Me I not believe in that one day. That is my personal opinion.
Why?
That money I they give the MDS also now for the country, now for the running cost of the country, for me to the country in what they call.
Correct.
If for one man he own sick because he don't go blunder or two man they don't go blunder, you go make the masses suffer for him. Me they feel say now then why we don't blunder now therefore excuse then you still approve the budget. The work and mechanically so.
Okay. I agree with you at some point, you know, for let you say, that actually don't misuse the budget or don't do things the way or not call for 9 days for all to account, you know, for that particular thing. Yes, I agree with you a bit. I agree with you, you know, because they won't get for go on. But look at this thing again. They get one creole and can say na small something and this soak underwear. You understand, sir?
Yes.
So, for example, you know, we don't see them things that actually happen a lot. And according to UNDP at some point, then say, for example, themselves they give money to the country, plenty. You know, then find out that they give money. But waiting lack, now the delivery part. Even at some point, then they start project, but for end up, now the big sickness. And the money, not of us not can do, the money can do. But they just get one person, see that of laggardness or because of your selfish reason, they do what you want for do, and then the project not they go. So this they above with the progress of the country as well. So when mean say, certain then and they we just get for do something where they make somebody else afraid. We now people that way they afraid precedents. So if they set record, it means say the next person will scare. Because for example, working for BBC, you think and say, oh, if you do this thing and then catch you didn't have blacklist. you know, we get better media also you work for, then we begin put finger by you say na this. So no any motor man not the way totally or 100% go be clean. But when you do something, you get for no say you do out your brain, and you get for do things for make sure say you know hamburger that person as well. So una get lots of work for do. For me, the bulk of the responsibility then a parliamentary hand. That is why now una are the sole, you know, owners of the audit report. So
okay, they can't tell you so. If you want to get clarification on audit reports, I not get the moral grant to talk to you on audit reports.
Yes. Now just
because
small bit because it is inside on your own sector.
Yeah, nine. There is a sector, maybe you get opportunity for talk to the like where they not table the public and the audit report. So you get the mandates, or you get the whatever to for let you talk to Aleka, you talk to me so today. That is the public accounts committee. Maybe the public accounts committee will give you details on the previous Auditor General's report, what they don't do, what they not do, what they plan for do this, what they not plan for do this. It may not be part of that committee, I will tell you.
Yeah, please.
You talk to me about energy, I'm prepared to tell you.
Yes.
You talk to me about basic education, I'm prepared to tell you because
honestly,
I'm part of those.
I'm not going to bother or not going to label you on that particular area. The last because you come back to the energy proper. Let me go to, at one point, inside Freetown, then we get what they call car power ship. You're aware of that, right?
Yeah, I'm quite aware.
And you've been on the do oversight for see the problem where they with that particular ship there and you know the generations company inside the country, right?
Yes.
Okay. So at one point, please clear this for we. At one point, we been get for understand say, you know, in as much as the car power ship they provide energy, and then Edsa they actually generate, you know, money from people. We agree say them the TIFO, but they still generate money from the people because talk and go, talk and come. You know, we know say prepaid meter right now is very expensive. You know, the way I do pay for your light is expensive. But we see say at one point, not to TDO, but not just now, where the car power ship complains to the government for pay over almost million, you know, dollars per well, no, not the government, Edsa, you know, per money where then they give light, but they not they pay them back. You are aware of that, day?
We are say there is an area where for pay car power, but that is common with everywhere. When it's highway car power, then are all over the countries. I was in Turkey right now, the car power headquarters. I was there last year, was it? They are getting problem everywhere. But I'm not a defense person. And the idea where you say, you know, say that the thief, me not tell you, but me not they talk about thief now because me not hold person.
No, wait. I'm not miss this. When I say thief, we the people themselves, we can cheat the system.
Oh, there's a thief light.
Yes,
Okay. Oh, fine. I'm glad the way you bring that. You know, I like the way you throw you questions. You anytime when you're ready for interview,
I'm in favor, right?
No, not only they are not in my favor.
Okay, all right.
You are saying the truth.
Okay.
You are not only asking, you are also throwing. You are also pelting stone at them one way that they make the cripple the system.
Okay, all right.
Not only for Noble Parliament. Now you don't bring electricity theft. That's one of the things and now the way they cripple Edsa.
Yes.
But let I come to that side. So I want to establish one thing I have today. The electricity theft is so rampant that. But to me again, not too much of excuse. The other day I tell the former Director General, I say you get for step on your game. That's why you have team. Send people for let them go clamp down, then why away they thief electricity. You go reduce them. It cannot be 100%. Say when we go Turkey, when an advanced country, then they thief electricity. They take one ton, then they thief electricity. But you have to do everything humanly possible for let you reduce your own. I told the former Director General, I said, to me, that is not an excuse. Then number two, the charges for car power, because of the exchange rates, because of fear in price on war, because the agreement being get for the hinge on that one day. When it determine if the fear in price on come down, the kilowatt hour they reduce. The price of kilowatt hour and a car power they reduce. But when the fear go up, then the exchange rates go up, you see a huge sum of money. Edsa alone, the money already they generate, you're not going to be able to take care of car power, you're not going to be able to take care of Bumbuna. Don't forget, we own self-serving at Bumbuna, but in the tariff is so cheap. When Salini they take care of them. And not going to be able to take care of the other half thing. Then. So now with me, I talk and say, for let somebody be Director General of Edsa, it not necessarily mean somebody will get electrical background. somebody with business-minded somebody now need for head Edsa. Because when you have business-minded somebody for head Edsa, it will yield dividend. Now I'll just show you one example, Sengbe. As I talk to you, tomorrow we get for the corner. The minister they go switch on light for up-tier mining. Up-tier mining, now government get for the supply the lights now. So when the money up-tier mining get for the pay, the whole free town not able to pay per month. The whole free town, they put the tariff together, they cannot pay that to month. So with that up-tier in your money, we get for the come in. Now big boost to Edsa. There is another also mining company where they call, there are different mining companies in Akono. They don't approach the minister. What would they go so tomorrow? The minister is also going to look into that. Since we get this light from CLSG now, before it would come, even though we get transmission and distribution line like even Bo, some side and they yesterday say who are the kind of roads this morning? Then they call me. Hey, we all light it all, but the generation is there, but the transmission get problem. So we get for tap for another system, to another areas. What we get for the generate revenue for the take care of them problems, yeah. But for say, Edsa no go car power, they go on. Then they will na pack and they go on. And no government no they will not they trust. No government no they will not get debt. That is what when you do management, one of the sources of government revenue is loan. You know, what number you get for the address, you loan small. You get for the address, you loan small. So I quite agree say Edsa ki owe car power huge money. But Edsa said they do everything humanly possible for let them increase on the generation. So then go reduce then debt here so we then get for pay then suppliers, yeah. Now that's not the thing now, yeah.
Okay. So but we can find out say at some point, you know, except otherwise, you will get the big company the way they approach the government, you know, we go mean say the people them go get for the strand because the capacity wanna get na kono or the capacity wanna get for the send, you know, you sure say go get for enough, you know, get for cost.
No, hold it there. The transmission, the West African power pool, the transmission and distribution line we will get, and like 100 megawatt to get, it go there to disposal. What to make you know they take them in advance because you take them, you use her, you know use her, you pay for it.
You know why I ask you again?
Ask.
You know,
why?
for example, if you now go put na kono, we see say right now when you talk to self kono, you know, na timing, then get what they call load shedding, or maybe you get time when the lights they come, ain't it? So for avert or for prevent or for make waiting be happen na Makeni, for example, at some point where the people then get for tower say this now with generation, yeah, or this now with system. We not go one for with the suffer or na mover or something else or the una so much pay attention on the complaints them and then we know they get waiting supposed to get strike and then waiting happen na Makeni happen again. So waiting una go do for make sure say a situation like that not happen, you know happen. Una not only the one the day-to-day affairs of Edsa or the one the way they in charge of, but
okay. Somewhere. Let also correct you. Not to Makeni them get that generator. Now government property. Government property not to one person get them. So then they done a point of correction.
Yes,
say this is our generator. It's not their generator.
But Makeni be
not
there.
Makeni get.
Now Makeni
now they be there. Now some side
so you know what it be. You know what it be. Please 1 minute. You know what it being caused that one day. For example, this same corner what they talk so right now. Then at one point then we get generation. And then they remove the generation from that point, they can go from one another. So that's not the easy way make other people let me say, oh, if they pull this here, this not the same thing will go face like waiting corner face.
No. Let me tell you first, in the first place, you ever know how the energy flowed in this country?
Please.
Makeni where they see so. Now boom then they feed on. Makeni gets stability, electricity stability pass any sign of this country. When boom they produce that 48 to 50 megawatt, before then they send and count down free town, they don't pull Makeni in your partner. So Makeni are like na dry season 6 megawatt boom produce, Makeni they get up. So if they don't go put transformer my she under, but local they when assist at this street, then they suffer. Then go pull and cry and go there. Is that a cry? Let's take and make them property. But now time to corner business. Corner business, no cause complaint. I don't tell you say we got substation called Big Congo. When are the CLSG substation? Big Congo. That Big Congo there, where the light come on Côte d'Ivoire, Big Congo now one of the substations. So the light will go for the Gida mining company. Now from the CLSG, Côte d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, electricity now will go for the Gida mining company. Not to that generator we then get there. That generator say it's not there no more now, we not they use them. Because as we talk so na CLSG light and they live on, not to that generator, not to in they live on. So then they no go create problem at all. If that generator cannot be get, Let us say they get 5 megawatt generator. Then that company say he want 3 megawatt. Then you go say the people then go suffer. But that is not the situation. We want 100 megawatt today from CLSG. It is available.
So whenever, like you be talk the other day, say people they meet you, say they may say then they can't put light here, but they knock out light here. When they can promise them community as then they can't light, when I can do like a follow up for see when then they do them or how far they don't go with them.
Me now they tell you so. Now that even make we go visit then I tell you say we go now then solar mini grid place them.
So
now
what about rural community, for example, Western rural community, the Tumbo, you know, the Pure Water and other community, then where they don't actually promise.
Now they tell you so. Now the energy sector utility reform project phase 2 they go on. It was right in my present where the project affected persons where they pay them off for let the project start.
Okay.
As the project starts, so where they go there? We can go there. At times, Mr. Saki take me motor they travel and for travel around. Yesterday, as I tell you so, I've been going to complain about where they say this, where they say this, where they say this. And I go to them places and they where I go to them places and they where I go to them places and they I notice a problem. The problem in the day. I call the engineer say I say engineer say now this not the problem, now this not the problem. If we are not correct them problem, yeah, we are paying these people. We they pay for the CLSG light. If we pay for the CLSG light, the people they know they enjoy them. It's like beating a dead horse. So yesterday, engineer Sarah tell Mr. Tokanabo, he dispatch a team that go there. And this morning I find out at one of the locations they say the light don't okay. But they say try they back it be okay, then it go off path. So then they watch. I don't tell them say when it go off path, if it go down, let them make plan no. So that is the situation with the check. We check on them.
You tell me in the beginning of the program say Unana Bo and Kenema light business not to while again, ain't he?
But I tell you, say the transmission and distribution network is still being worked on. Now that make I tell you, say there is a project for Bo and Kenema called Bo Kenema Power Rehabilitation and Expansion.
And the you can have it, sir. Annually, not to AR they go.
No, go there. You got
no kind of fit on quick. You know.
Yeah, come. Let's come.
Inside Freetown, you know, we still have problem. Light skin there in some places them, but even the light way they do. For put certain equipment appliances there on, it can be difficult. I don't interview plenty of people like why they talk to you, so you will see the lights there on. You ask what in now Chinese lights say no. In fact, the Chinese lights even bright past the lights, not to the bulb now the problem. And then secondly, you find out say some area then lights then go there so lights go. So when we go begin talk about sufficient power supply inside Freetown or constant fix or I don't even know what the get for use. Light way go there say this na city, not the go and come.
Same way.
Sir?
Then we tell you first, you never know for say we have a challenge economy. And number two, I don't tell you say, I don't make it clear to you say major rehabilitation on the transmission and distribution network happened in 1995. You feel say that the way we fix inside within a twinkle of an eye, the naked truth is no. It's
so
not.
How long they will take? Because don't tell me that they
when I'm beginning.
Yeah, it don't take some years when they okay, the government, for example, this administration don't take like 4 to go to 5 years. And from when they come, then they work on them thing and they.
You know how many millions of dollars were involved in that? Do we have the resources?
Please tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
It involves millions of dollars.
You
understand? In fact, this second phase is $50 million project.
Okay.
This energy sector utility reform project. The first one, I think it was also 45 to 50 million. We do not have that money.
So now, I put this again to you.
Hold on.
Just 1 minute.
When you ask
most of the time.
That answer first.
Okay, go ahead.
Another one. Most times, government want do, they say Turkey one box by hand shot.
Okay.
Government want, no government not the go donor power, we no go want perfect electricity, 9 seat of power. But you do not have the resources. But this government don't have lobbied. The first phase done. World Bank don't support the second phase. It's going on. Mr. Sammy, at times me lights, they not able to pump the AC. First I call the engineer, then go to the substation and do some one thing. They talk not to lie. Now that make I tell you say the major rehabilitation on transmission and distribution network in 1995 take place. Since 1995, saying some transformer then they not put another, they not born it. Then they not go able to serve the community now. So until when the development here they can, then rehabilitation here they can, then they change them. Rome must not built in a day. I know how if you say even the advanced economies, they're not just going to fix the electricity problem inside 2-3 years. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. I was in India. This is where I go in India, so I probe into the energy sector. I go to some communities. In fact, they prefer for use solar. We go to one community where they produce sugarcane water. But I ask, why do you have the main grid here when they live on solar? Look at your story with Guyana. So for sense alone, this government will able to fix the transmission and distribution network inside 5 years. No, but that's an indicator, not the one.
Okay,
you know, get the resources. But
if I say they're not make some effort, I would say now I wouldn't be dishonest to make green, white, and blue. You understand? But the truth now, most of the money, because you talk about the economy, the constraint, but most of the money now from donors.
Which money?
Where they come for the energy grid.
Of course, now they tell you. The energy is capital incentive. We do not have money to take it. So much time. Now don't know the boy and Kenman, I don't know. This energy sector utility reform project Nabo. I mean, I keep free town so. Now don't know. We got that money. That's to say no pay salary for 1 year.
So what did it mean for let we take them money they ask for handle with electricity business in the country? At what cost for we the government or for the people?
At times are grants. At times are grants.
They can say nothing only go for nothing.
One or no, we always grant is grant. You know it's in a grant. Mm-hmm. But I also want to remind you, I want to draw your attention back. You know, it assumption alone. Mm-hmm. It is established, internationally accepted. One of the sources of government revenue is loan. So that's also it could not be a crime. But while you know, say this energy sector utility reform project is a grant. And World Bank don't give another grant today for another 45 megawatt for eastern part of Freetown. And then they take some for Crown and go. They government don't even acquire 25 acres of land now, Lunge, because Lunge are the entry point. So they want to fix 10 to 15 megawatt solar there. This is what World Bank has done again. Now grant again, not alone.
Okay. So
and we also have some other people where they opt for come into the energy sector. This BOT, build, operate, and transfer.
Okay.
You know that is another thing. We come invest into electricity. Okay. Like there is this Bumbuna 2, where the one can do 183 megawatts for we. Now build, operate, and transfer. They want to do 183 megawatts dam, hydro.
So
they operate them
for some years. When you say build, operate, and transfer, that means saying now then they bill them with their money.
Now then they
operate them for some time and then they hand over.
Yes, now then they put their money. When they put their money, but government handed it because government will tell you say the tariff you know go make and there because you know the private sector businessman if you let them, they go and sell 1 kilowatt to $100. So government interfere. You get to tell government how much you go to sell the tariff. The government will allow you. There are procedures so then they follow. Now, Bumbuna 2 they follow. So now, after that, you build up the system. Then you run the system. You go maybe you make a remit of government. Say okay, we'll go run for 10 years, 15 years. After that, we'll hand over the property to you. Same way, the energy facilities, the energy asset where Boku countries and get today, the Akosombo dams. Those who are
okay, we still get the honorable member of parliament for the Sierra Leone People's Party constituency 088, where they are so in the network, the Olam. Yes, you don't come back. Please go ahead.
Yes. So the build, operate, and transfer. There is another one where they come out very shortly. Another tell you, but the day they come, maybe then you go know. Another build up. We don't get investors who want for use some of the natural resources for let them set up a system for the also generate electricity for Sierra Leone. So we have our own generation. Like Bumbuna, so as I tell you so, Bumbuna are the cheapest, you get the cheapest tariff. When government don't get its own assets, maybe not gonna be with your own generation, I will begin and we endure them.
So you talk about Bumbuna. Let's talk about Bumbuna a small bit. With 10 now they talk of first phase. And we get the second phase where probably could be the biggest. We mean say this Ivory Coast light where we get to right we not even need them if they work on the phase 2, right?
Yes.
So what's the update with regards to this Bumbuna and especially the second phase?
Now they tell you so the Bumbuna 2.
So now you want to keep for me.
Now Bumbuna 2 they tell you so.
Now you want to keep for me. Now you don't want to tell me more.
No, but I'll tell you, I said they want fix 183 megawatts. For business people again, when they come, there are rules of the game. My brother, you have to follow those rules. I remember the other day, minister don't write them for FP6. They did well. I was going to be part of the team for go renegotiate in London. But my visa, they're not giving me visa. Now after the program, they give me visa. But I still go London. They held meeting with me in a London Bridge. Me and the whole meeting, I tell them with peace of mind. We're not business people. Una gonna take una time. That money I don't say so now. Una don't begin spend. We not our business that one day. We not want to pay that say we gonna begin to pay. Now the witch man tell me say no, honorable Bandi, you are misunderstanding this whole thing. Alec we say Alec they spend $30 billion. Now they get agree with government say they not they sell beyond this level, the tariff. Then for so year then they run. Whether year don't do, they don't do the projection. Whether year they don't, whether they pull the money or they not pull the money, or they hand over to government, they become government property. So now they tell you so. And there's another bigger one coming again, very big one where they come again.
You know one thing I like, you know, when you say bigger one they come and you know one for tell me, a question can make the thing come out.
No, but no, I not for you.
Yeah, you know I know, but this one, what's that other bigger one? Tell me, just tell me.
No, I don't tell you, it's on parliamentary. You never go parliament first. When parliament not able to discuss on anything, I go tell you it's on parliamentary, it's not professional. I don't do that. Like when you say where you use certain things, so the whole of the job ethics don't they allow you for do one. The parliamentary ethics don't allow me for do that. The day it is laid, we don't debate them, it's approved. They approve, it not approved. They will come at the public domain and talk about them.
Okay, so
but they went to appetite. We are not to tell you, they went to appetite somebody's money.
Honorable. Okay. Last time you say you know just what went me appetite, but you know how for talking because sometimes it not go materialize.
Well, if that's what you think, I'm no problem. But me don't tell you say it come. I not tell you say something it come. I not tell you say something it come. If I say something it come, now you go say something don't materialize. I not tell you say it come. I they talk with authority say it come. And it come before this parliament dissolve. Will they come parliament whether it is approved or not approved before this parliament dissolve.
So you sure say this will settle the problem of that kind dull light we can get, that kind problem we can get inside the system?
Well, this one they talk about so now about generation. That the way you talk about. Where did they bring this dull light us and we are not telling times without number and the transmission and distribution. Freetown and depend on you. This energy sector utility reform project. Forget
the generation, boku generation, and then the distribution get problem. It is still not creating impact.
That's it. That's it. When I make up, say I like you because you know the issues. I like what megawatt you can put in Freetown. Sometimes the way that they get that all light and they still get that all light until that transmission and distribution network is fixed. If it is not fixed, the problem still continue. Now I make a like you know the issues.
All right, thank you. And so now we want for come left you now, but Edsa, BKPS, Kono, I don't know how they call their own system, you know, the Lunge, Now, when you can go overseas, you can see how the light business is like na the airport, the gateway.
Yes, I know. How do you see?
And when you can come, how you can feel. When you can come away airport, how you can feel.
Now I don't tell you. I tell you this song. I don't tell you this song. When World Bank come in for pushing the problem, because World Bank said no one will get body for this car power. And they came in for push the body. Initially, they say they will give a grant of 30 megawatts. The minister lobby would then say they don't increase them to 45 megawatts. Now for the West Eastern area, because this same transmission and distribution network, where lights in at Kinton for let them able to send an eastern part of Freetown a problem. So we want to have one in the eastern part of Freetown. The minister also prevail on them for let them take some of that day for Krango Lunge. I tell you just to say, government don't acquire land na Lunge for let them go pitch this not to empire. What would they do now? What would they do? Would they talk for renewable energy? We don't want them to a plant the other way they pollute the atmosphere. We don't want that one. Now renewable energy will they talk about. So they are taking 10 to 15 megawatts there. Say then they fix that new airport, new terminal. So they are going to, that one is going to be fixed there. I don't tell you, Lunga is not comfortable.
All right. So actually, they can let you now inside the program. Actually, though, I'm glad that you take it. Did you get me?
Not also Lunga.
Did you get me, please?
not blame you. You know, say una politician as they talk so called and they can't in
I don't apologize on your behalf before the program goes some point.
Yeah. What do you say?
So because of that, I can't let you. We'd actually reach 1 hour. We in a standard time down there for any program. So I can't let you right now. But if I for left you, waiting at the benefit, what you will get for C before this is now 2023, and we almost say 2023 at some point, better things than not get for go because you're not a politician, you get for focus on fighting back if you want for come back to parliament for your position. The president, for example, get for stand up and see how they go tongue to tongue, for make sure say a campaign for people give them second term if they want for give them second term. And all of them things them day. So what do we could do before ever we reach to that point say with regards electricity,
No,
we get a big role for all. One thing I watch now that monitoring of the energy sector is very poor, in terms of the coordination between one sector to another. Ministry of Energy, the Edsa, the EGTC, coordination not they properly. We make with the experience all of them things there. So that now they will not kind inside now. What you will get for
no, I disagree. I totally disagree with
now
you.
audit report are quote.
I don't know. Audit report not to gospel truth that one day. Not to gospel truth. Me audit report the person can challenge audit report.
Okay.
So that, but I also want to tell you say because now the 2023 we don't cancel, I will abuse the campaign because I want to come back. Let me tell you, a seasoned politician, good politician. Now the latter days now he desperate now. I want to believe all the project the way President Bio been on the talk here and there. And they make sure so now let them implement and let them do it quick before election. So people will know say in a talk and do. But also let say this government. What did this government don't do for electricity? No government not ever done since independence. Maybe if you want, get me on board any other time. Let's discuss the details about that. Now, when President Bio take over, energy access was 16%.
Waiting I go want for do on that area the way you talk about so. Because me therefore ask question, not to for come argue with you on certain area there. So what we go do? You now the chairman for NIG and at the same time you now member of the SLPP, okay? So
yes.
You get one side where you go get for the put your case. So we go as well need somebody else for sit down with you. Let me get this.
I will gladly pass back.
Yes, fair discussion and see how we can talk about the NIG.
I will gladly pass mark. I'm ready for that at any time.
Okay, we go tell for.
If you ask Mary, they tell you, wait for energy business for donor parliament. I want somebody to challenge me there. You wake me from his number as long as energy and basic education. I still stand by that. What this government has done, no government has ever done it since independence. And with advanced reasons, one after the other. I know they talk no more because I want the correct atmosphere.
We will actually tell for set up, but I will tell you this here. We call program na net take it happen 9 p.m. So we go.
No, what you know when you want to happen, tell me early.
Yes, I will do.
So I go then that area where
the network will be okay.
When the network will go okay, then I will tell them why the way they call me frequently. Say this hour, do this hour. I go there.
Please, we will do that. Hopefully, the producer will able for arrange that one then see what we can put in place. Because when we come out to the next day, go find for let we get somebody where go they behind you as well.
Yes, now that me say one. So they compare. So they compare. So we go corner, we go increase up here, we go fix it out. Sometimes by next week, we go commission some other solar mini grid and other turn them. We compare the solar mini grid in those days and the solar mini grid these days. The children headquarter towns, the district headquarter towns, which government one they don't take money out of your home source revenue for their electrify one children headquarter town. No government since independence. Same way, but left down the way the.
Also, this government now they put money from your home revenue for generate electricity.
I go tell you the details that the way the APC man, the way the opposition man go. They don't necessarily listen to APC.
Just gist me as the young one they can say, or just pinch me.
Yes.
Yes. I'm actually want to see you in a debate with somebody else.
I appreciate that one.
Thank you.
Me, I know the president. All right, thank you so much.
That time the myself would not sit there for ask the question. We don't do my research. Boku one. This program, the producer actually tell me about internet, so I not do better research. So I find out a very weak self in the program.
No, you're not weak. You know, widely informed somebody. You are well informed.
Anyway,
you are not weak. You are bringing issues. Way or now of national importance or national interest. Now that I can tell you, you are not biased. You don't seem to be biased at all. So I am 24. Anytime you're ready for me, if you be biased, anytime you come, I will tell you I'm not interested in your program. Ask me questions where you feel saying national interest. Don't go personal. Me, I appreciate you. I must tell you that I appreciate you.
Okay, so this one self don't make a feel. In the beginning when we practice, they say when politicians give you pats on your back, it means say you actually no do your work very well. Thank you very much. Really.
No, we're not so. Me get me your opinion.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, in the first place, when journalists they talk to me, I they check your intelligence level first.
Okay.
Melvin go tell you. The which you want to talk to me, you are well informed about the energy thing. If you not to be possible be informed for the energy thing, then question away. Now very tricky questions and now the way you ask. And that question they always ask, no, the honor for national interest, not for your own personal business.
Okay.
When you don't interview, so if any other person listen, so if they say you no, it hard for let you believe whether you will ever sympathize with, which party you will sympathize with. Yes, that's it. Now the truth and they mean not to say because you are soft, you are what. Then talk your way, you don't talk. So if me not to post away well grounded at the energy thing at the parliament, if you don't embarrass me big time this morning. Now I live in parliament, my colleagues they call me PRO because I'm well grounded. MP they all and they call me PRO for energy.
I would like for me PRO as well in the next edition. Thank you very much. God bless you. Happy New Year and get yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you, Sengwe.
All right. In name now, Honorable Vandi Kekura, we actually don't join me inside the program this morning. For we talk about things that we get for do with the energy sector. So we appreciate them so much. We're glad that he come and talk to we on different issues them. Well, my name now Sembe Pierre Freedom Fighter. Well, until we meet again inside another beautiful edition of a program where we call Blow Your Mind this afternoon. Now for blow your mind, yeah. The truth you get for say. And no matter what, the truth you get for say. Twice says the future, the truth you get for say. Okay, so this afternoon, join me for we discuss issues that we get for do with national interest. Until we meet again, Sembe Pierre the Freedom Fighter. God bless you, country Skylion, where we call we are. Thank you to the producer of this program, Wena Ilyas Abba, and thank you to the team. Until we meet again, I love you all so much, okay? Bye-bye.
This song come up from Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara from the United States of America. It is dedicated this song to one of the biggest organizations in the world, Weird.
Yeah, made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy picking.
Edsa double tap and see the ball.
Daily days,
091.
yellow flags in this.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
We are the organization. Looking for every nation. We are the organization. Looking for promoting nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we hard, duck and now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu. We had no mixed bag bamu. We know they back kapu. We had no mixed bag bamu. But tell the brother sister them say we had don't come over.
We are now we are.
Tell them for me say we had don't come over.